My dear viewers and subscribers, hearty welcome to each one of you. I am indeed happy to welcome you all to this channel yet again through a grammar video. Yes, dear viewers, today we are going to learn something very beautiful, something which is the part and parcel of our lives. Yes, indeed, this is nothing but degrees of comparison. Yes, viewers, we know that comparison is a part and parcel of our lives. For everything and anything, we take up comparison. So be it things we use and be it different people or be it so many other things. We always compare. We compare situations, we compare people, we compare things and we compare places, etc. That is why I told you we are going to learn something very beautiful today. Okay, viewers, a humble request to you. If there is anyone who has not yet subscribed this channel, kindly subscribe it before going into the video. Okay, viewers, first let's see the contents of the video. Contents, that is what we are going to learn today through the video. First one, learning objectives. Second one, tables for comparison. Comparison tables, that is tables showing different adjective forms in 3 degrees. Then we have tips for identification. There are some tips for identifying if the sentence is in positive, comparative or superlative degree. Then there are tips for transformation. How to transform from positive to comparative degree and comparative to positive degree. Okay. Now the objectives of the day, objectives of the video. By the end of this video, we will be able to realize the importance of comparison, and the second objective is we will be able to have more practice in changing sentences from positive degree to comparative degree and vice versa. Okay, viewers, talking about degrees of comparison, we have 3 ways of comparison. That is, we are using 3 degrees of comparison. First one is positive degree, second one comparative degree, and the third one superlative degree. Okay, let's now go through some tables for comparison. That is, usually we are using adjectives for comparison, and that is why it is also called comparison of adjectives. So in 3 degrees, let's see some words which are compared. The first type is in positive degree, the adjective, when it is changed to comparative degree, we are adding er to the adjective, and then in superlative degree we add est to the adjective. That's what is to be done. Here are some examples. Great, greater, greatest. Dark, darker, darkest. Bright, brighter, brightest. Healthy, healthier, healthiest. Happy, happier, happiest. In the last 2 examples, we can observe that the word is ending with y, with the letter y. So when it is ending with the letter y, we are supposed to remove the terminal y and we can add IER in comparative degree and IEST in superlative degree. Okay, viewers, let's go to the next table. The next table shows irregular comparison. Irregular comparison means in all the 3 forms, positive, comparative and superlative forms, the words used are different. We are not using ER and EST forms to form comparative and superlative degrees. So this is something different. All the 3 forms are quite different. So let's see some examples. Good, better, best. Bad, worse, worst. Much or many in positive degree changes to more, most. Little, less, least. far, farther, farthest. Old, older or elder, oldest or eldest. For, farmer, foremost or first. So these are the irregular comparisons in table 2. So now in table 3 we see something different, that is the words which are of 2 or more syllables. The words which can be divided into 2 or more syllables. When you talk about the first word, useful, it can be divided into 2 syllables, useful. And talking about the second word, wonderful, wonderful. Therefore, such words when changed into comparative and superlative forms, they don't take ER and EST forms. They normally take more for comparative degree and most for superlative degree. So here are a few examples. Useful, more useful, most useful. Wonderful, more wonderful, most wonderful. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Handsome, more handsome, most handsome. Right, let's see now some tips for identification. So when a sentence is given, how to identify if the sentence is in positive degree, comparative degree or superlative degree. Here are some tips. So if a sentence is in positive degree, it has the following forms: as, adjective, as. Or else the sentence may begin with no other or very few. Okay, there is an example: as large as long as sweet as. So this form is available in positive degree. In addition to that, the sentence may begin with no other or very few. All the sentences don't begin with no other or very few. Some sentences may begin. But in every sentence which is in positive degree, we have this particular form, as, adjective, as. We can always look for this form. Let's now come to comparative degree. How to identify if a sentence is in comparative degree. In comparative degree, we know in adjective form, ER is added along with an adjective. That is adjective plus ER form. Otherwise, if the adjective is of more than 2 syllables, 2 or more syllables, there will be more plus adjective. And there is a conjunction used in comparative degree. The conjunction is than, THAN, than. An example, larger than. More examples can be given: more beautiful than, more useful than, etc. Okay, so now coming to superlative degree. In superlative degree, the adjective form has EST form. Adjective plus EST form is available. Otherwise, most plus adjective form is available. Okay, adjective plus EST form. Otherwise, most plus adjective form. Then we can also find some keywords like the or one of the. Alright, example, the largest, the most intelligent, the most hardworking, etc. Or one of the most hardworking, one of the most useful. Okay, so these are some examples. So let us see now the comparison of adjectives. So this is actually the comparison between two things or two places. And there is a tip for you. So when we are comparing two things, two people or two places, etc., we have only positive and comparative degree. Superlative degree comes into effect only when we compare more than two things or two places. Therefore, this is the first type, that is comparison between two things. Let us now see some tips for transformation, how to transform sentences from positive to comparative degree and comparative to positive degree. Here are a few tips. The first one is, The given sentence should be divided into 4 parts. We need to be very careful while dividing the sentence into 4 parts. The 4 parts are subject, verb, adjective form and the rest. Okay, remember carefully: subject, verb, adjective and the rest. And the second point is, while we are transforming, this part 1 and the part 4 exchange places. Then the last point is, the adjective part undergoes necessary changes. Okay, these are the 3 important tips we need to follow when we are transforming sentences from positive to comparative and vice versa. So let's now see some examples to transform sentences from positive to comparative degree. 3 examples are given here. The first one: my uncle is not so tall as my dad. So first we shall divide this sentence into 4 parts. Subject: my uncle is a subject. Verb: is not is the verb. Adjective part: so tall as is adjective. My dad is the rest. So this way we can divide the sentence into 4 parts. And as I told you, the first and the fourth part, they interchange places. The first part is my uncle and the fourth part is my dad. These first and fourth parts exchange places. Let's see. So in comparative degree, my dad comes first, which is the fourth part. So the answer becomes my dad is. The adjective part, so tall as, becomes taller than. So the answer, my dad is taller than my uncle. Okay, second example. Hari is as rich as his brother. Here adjective is as rich as, subject is Hari, verb is, and the fourth part is his brother. Therefore, we need to take the fourth part to the beginning of sentence. His brother. Instead of his brother, we are using Hari's brother. Therefore, the sentence begins with Hari's brother. Hari's brother is not richer than Hari. As rich as becomes richer than. And here, one important point to note is that when the sentence in positive degree is positive, it becomes a negative in comparative degree. That is the meaning of the sentence. When the meaning of the sentence is positive in positive degree, it becomes negative in comparative degree. That we are adding an extra not. And look at the first sentence. My uncle is not so tall as my dad. This particular negative form we are removing in comparative degree. This is only to retain the meaning of the sentence. So if you are not doing this, the meaning will not be retained. Therefore, very carefully we have to handle. If the sentence is negative, in comparative it should be positive. If the sentence is in positive sense, in comparative degree, it should be in negative sense. Okay, let's go to the third example. The tiger is as ferocious as the lion. So the first part, the tiger is a subject, is the verb, as ferocious as is the adjective form, the lion is the rest. Fourth part, therefore the lion should be taken to the beginning of the sentence. As it is a positive sentence, in comparative degree, we need to introduce a negative part not. Therefore, the lion is not. Now, ferocious is the adjective with more than 2 syllables. Ferocious. Ferocious. Therefore, it becomes more ferocious in comparative degree. The lion is not more ferocious than the tiger. That is the answer. Okay viewers, hope we have understood better. Let us now see the next part, that is how to change sentences from comparative degree to positive degree. Here are 3 examples. The first one, Bangalore is hotter than Ooty, which is in positive degree becomes, as usual, we have to divide the sentence into 4 parts. First part is Bangalore, second one is, third one hotter than, and the fourth one Ooty. So as usual, the fourth part is brought to the beginning of the sentence. Ooty is not so hot as Bangalore. We can write so hot as, or we can also use as hot as. Okay, the second sentence, lead is heavier than copper. Okay, first part is lead and the last part is copper. Definitely they change places. So copper is not so heavy as lead. And when we are using so adjectives, we need to be careful that only in a negative sentence we can use so adjective as. See, first sentence we can see Ooty is not so hot as. So in a sentence where the sentence is positive sense, we cannot use this so hot as. Similarly, second sentence, copper is not so heavy as. It has a negative meaning, and that is why we are using so heavy as. Look at the third sentence. You do not know him better than I do. So here the verb is do not know. So we know that when the verb is in negative form, we need to change it in positive form. Therefore, do not know becomes know. The first part is you and the last part is I. So they exchange places. I know him as well as you do. Here the negative sense is changed to positive sense. I know him as well as you do. So better is a comparative form and positive form of better is well. Okay viewers, so these are the basics and some examples are also discussed. I hope you have understood it, and I strongly believe that this video has been very useful to you. Okay viewers, so whenever you have doubts, we can go through this video once again, go through the rules explained in this video, and take care of this grammar part very carefully. Definitely we are coming with the second and third part of this degrees of comparison video. And once again I request to you, those who have not subscribed it, kindly subscribe this channel, and if you like the video, like it and share it to your friends, and please do leave your comments and your suggestions in this comment section. Okay, thank you all for watching.